Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Faded Podcast, episode 5. My name is Wolfalove, and I am joined with...
Hi everyone, I'm back.
Where have we been? That's the real question.
Well, to tell you guys about why I didn't show up to the last podcast, it's because my dad was fixing my computer to make it run faster, and it does run faster now. So that means it's going to be easier for me to do these podcasts with a faster computer.
Will be awesome. And you'll also appear when we have guests.
Yeah, because expect Ben to appear in future episodes.
Because he loves us so much.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really done any group channel videos with him in a long time.
Oh yeah, the 64 era, it's been August. Nothing came out recently.
Yeah, and at this point I've closed the 64 era account on Instagram.
And Fine is dead because we have an account there.
Yeah, but you can always follow the 64, the Faded Instagram account. I might try to post some artwork on that account for some variety, because I don't want to just use it as an update account, because that would just be a waste.
Yeah, good idea.
I mean, if it doesn't become popular enough, or if I don't use it that much, I might consider closing it. But for now, I actually want to see where it goes from there.
I'll get the links in the description, so guys, please support us there.
Don't make me close it.
So, shall we start the topic?
Yeah. What should our first topic be about?
Well, what we're talking about is recent movies we have seen, recent video games we have heard of, and then we'll talk about upcoming movies and upcoming video games. So, do you want to talk about trailers first?
Yeah. So I recently saw the Deadpool 2 trailer. Thank you, Ben, for showing it to me.
I heard that was in the Logan movie, before or after.
Yeah, it was before the Logan movie. And what they did when they showed it in the Logan movie is they cut out Stan Lee's cameo in it.
Really? Why?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe maybe it was too long, so they cut out Stan Lee's cameo. But no, you don't cut out Stan Lee's cameo.
Oh, never.
It was a great cameo. It was them being self-aware that it was Stan Lee.
And that was only 3 seconds. How would you cut that out? I mean, what about the phone booth? That took a minute or two. Why not just a little short cut 3 seconds of that?
Yeah, what's wrong with Stan Lee being told by Deadpool to zip it?
I thought that was the funniest part.
Well, I mean, they did add a joke in. They add some dialogue on how Wolverine's suit in these movies some of the time is just a tank top with jeans. I guess they were just making room for a Wolverine joke.
I'm actually glad because we never would get a Deadpool or Wolverine crossover.
Well, X-Men Origins Wolverine ruined it. I haven't seen the movie, but I did see Chris Stuckman's Hilariosity review of X-Men Origins Wolverine.
That Deadpool looks like Ragnarok from Mortal Kombat.
It just looks awful.
It did.
That's definitely the reason why I am never going to watch Origins, you know?
But the other X-Men's are pretty good.
Yeah.
Like before, I wasn't a big X-Men fan. Like I heard like the characters Wolverine, Cyclops, Deadpool, but never really saw the movies.
Well,
So when
well, I jumped the bandwagon when I saw First Class on DVD.
mm, so like I jumped on the bandwagon when I saw the trailer to Logan, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. So like I saw X-Men movies and Wolverine first before getting into Logan, just to get an understanding.
Are you
And
talking about the Wolverine?
yeah, the Wolverine.
Yeah, the one that takes place in Japan and has a really awesome train scene.
I agree. Oh, that was so good.
That's the best part of the movie.
And I, even though I didn't watch Hugh Jackman's performance for years, I do think I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah.
No one can top him.
So, anyways, thoughts on Logan?
You go first.
Okay. Well, what I have to say is that it's a better superhero conclusion than The Dark Knight Rises. And
Ooh.
no, I'm not. I am never going to regret saying that.
Do you have a reason why?
Well, they just ended the character's story with dignity, and it just felt that they saved the best Wolverine story for last in these movies.
I do agree, yeah. I do kind of agree, like, it does have a better ending than The Dark Knight Rises, and I guess any other superhero movie trying to, like, end it off.
Yeah, in both Dark Knight Rises and Logan, they were totally foreshadowing a new generation of superheroes at the end, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's just that Logan did it better. Spoilers, by the way.
The thing is, I did expect Logan to die because Hugh Jackman's last performance, so I guess, oh, he can't just live. And I keep hearing, like, stuff like that. So, while I was watching the movie, I didn't think of it. So when he died, I was like, what? Oh, no, don't do it.
Well, I didn't expect him to be, like, murdered. I was expecting him more to just deteriorate to the point where he dies.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I didn't think being murdered by that other Wolverine-powered guy. Like, damn, that was heartbreaking.
Yeah. I hope they make a movie about the next generation of X-Men, because that seems what they were foreshadowing.
I actually do want more X-Men movies like Logan. I think the R rating, the mature, good stuff like that, I think that's what they should do. Like, they do have a good audience and big box office, but I feel like that's a good way to, like, make X-Men movies to, like, stand out than Marvel or DC.
Yeah, but you know what? I am never going to see another X-Men movie in the theaters again unless it's Deadpool or X-Men: The Next Generation. That's about Wolverine's daughter as an adult.
Ooh.
And that better be rated R.
Should.
Because I think Fox found a formula for good X-Men movies in these decades.
Yeah.
You know, in this modern decade where having Bryan Singer return to the series is not enough.
I do agree. Fox is, like, now getting what the people want. Like, they wanted Deadpool, they made Deadpool right, and they made Logan right, and all that. Like, what superhero movie is when Logan and Professor X sat down for dinner at the dining table and just talk? And does any superhero movie do that?
We should do a research question about it.
I mean, I guess you can say, like, the Avengers just eat food at the end of the Avengers or something, but that's...
or what about a how it should have ended sketch about superheroes.
Yeah, those. But stuff like that, like, I actually didn't think Professor X would die either. Like, that surprised me too.
Well, I thought it.
Wait, how? Like, was it expected?
Well, it looked like he was. It looked like he had Alzheimer's already.
Yeah, true.
Sort of like Mermaid Man from SpongeBob. Because does Mermaid Man have Alzheimer's?
I heard, yeah. The cartoon, not the voice actor.
Yeah, the cartoon character. Because I think that's the basic idea of Mermaid Man and SpongeBob. But
is he fixing the TV?
But yeah, with Professor X and Logan, they had it be pretty serious looking.
Really brutal and stuff. Like, wow, gory. I actually liked it. At the same time, I was disturbed.
Yeah, this future definitely felt a little dystopian for mutants.
I think that was the idea. Like, it was inspired by one comic, which is like an alternate universe, where it's like old dystopian future, and Logan looks like old, and it's hard for him to regenerate that much. What do you think Deadpool 2 is gonna be like?
It could either be superior or inferior to Deadpool 1.
Do you think since Deadpool 1 was like Valentine's Day related, would it be like a different holiday?
Maybe.
I would imagine like Halloween-ish or something.
Or have it be Christmas, because like Deadpool got cancer on Christmas, so you'd think.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't think that Deadpool's ugly. He just looks like someone who had really horrible acne.
Yeah, it doesn't look that horrific, honestly.
Yeah.
At least he has a super penis. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to pay for any dick implants.
I think like the teaser from the first Deadpool saying Cable would be in it. Do you think they're still gonna do that idea?
Wait, who's gonna be in it?
Cable.
Who's Cable?
He's like another superhero. Like in the comics, he like teams up with Deadpool and stuff. So, and in the video game, he was in there too.
He could be in it for fan service.
It's what the fans wanted. So they're saying in the first Deadpool, just like, if we are gonna do Deadpool 2, we will have Cable. So they're saying who's gonna play Cable? Like, will it be Dolph Lundgren, like Ivan Drago from Rocky IV and that stuff? Which does seem fitting for Dolph Lundgren.
He'll be played. Maybe his best. Who is his best friend?
Oh, Deadpool?
Yeah, the actor who's Ryan Reynolds' best friend. That'd be interesting. It could be like a buddy adventure.
It would. Because in comics they said Deadpool's is Spider-Man's best friend. I think like other stuff too. I feel like what? Sorry, you go first.
I guess I can see Deadpool and Spider-Man being friends, considering they're both people in tights that say some one-liners and stuff.
Yeah, they're both really funny characters. And Deadpool's costume is almost as similar as Spider-Man. I guess that's what he was going for. Even though the whole point of Deadpool was being like a copycat. Well, not really a copycat, but it's just like imitating.
More like a parody.
Yeah, like parody of Deathstroke, of his like regeneration and all that. In which Deadpool got more popular. Not gonna lie. Even though I do like both of the characters. Deathstroke is just more of a serious person. And Deadpool's just a humorous one.
If you want to make a ripoff of something, you might as well make it a parody.
Yeah. I feel like what we need from the new Deadpool movie, which we didn't get much from Deadpool 1, is his teleporting belt. He teleports, remember?
Maybe we'll see him get in Deadpool 2.
Yeah, because I remember someone offered him the teleporting belt, so I guess he would be given that. And also more weapons, like more firearms, because honestly, Deadpool 1, he only has the two pistols and the katanas. Like,
from a lab.
Yeah. So Deadpool needs more firearm. But other than that, just do whatever you want, Fox. That's enough about that.
Yeah, who needs Avengers 3?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Give us the Squirrel Girl movie already, Marvel.
We need it.
I want to see that.
Maybe they would do that. They'll do something.
I'm still reading the comic series, and it's awesome.
And we want Spawn. What do you think of Captain Underpants, the trailer?
It looks pretty awesome.
At first, I was like hearing for the trailer. I was like, okay. And then I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, okay, pretty cool.
I was actually a huge fan of the books in elementary school. I read them up to book number 8 because Dave Pilkey took way too long to make book number 9.
Great, I did read the books as a kid. I just never expected stuff like that would turn into a film.
I can honestly see it working.
Well, working nowadays,
yeah.
Since anything is possible.
And if the Captain Underpants movie is successful, it could be really good for DreamWorks.
It could, yeah. I feel like DreamWorks has been getting good lately because at first they just kind of copied Disney style, which is like Bug's Life, Ants, Finding Nemo, Shark Tales, and now they're doing their own thing, like, and some that are actually more better than Disney films that came out like rifles on the same year. So like How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek, Kung Fu Panda being like
Shark Tale,
yeah, I do love that movie. Some people don't, and I understand. But I was like,
I've just never had the desire of. I always sat through Shrek 3 in the theaters. That's enough for me. I can still say that Shrek 3 is probably the worst Shrek out of all of them.
Yeah, it was pretty not much humor and didn't go anywhere.
It just belongs at the bottom of Shrek Swamp.
And that Shrek Forever After, that was
it was
kind of good.
It's okay, yeah.
But not the best.
First one's still best.
Yeah, 1 and 2. do the roar. And then that Puss in Boots movie back then, like, I thought it would be pretty bad, but when I get to see it on Netflix, I decided I'll watch it, and it was pretty good.
Hey, by the way, did you hear that there's a Shrek 5 announced for 2019?
Oh, I heard, yes. I wonder what they'll do.
My question is, what's the point in making a Shrek 5?
That's a good question. Like, do you think one and two is enough?
It was enough.
And like, people already still talk about Shrek to this day. People still love Shrek to this day.
Yeah. Shouldn't DreamWorks look back at Shrek 3 and see how much of a failure that was? Okay, it apparently was not a failure for them, but they should look at some of the reviews for Shrek 3. I mean, yeah. I think the only thing that it gave us was that one Shrek face of Shrek's mouth being open. You know that Shrek face I'm talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's like the only thing that people remember about Shrek 3.
Yeah, because when you think of Shrek 1 and 2, you can think of memorable quotes and lines, but Shrek 3, your mind goes blank.
Yeah, and you can easily tell it was just made to sell toys. And no, I do not want to get an ogre baby doll.
You get a baby Shrek at Build-A-Bear Workshop. Sponsored by Build-A-Bear Workshop, where best friends are made.
Yeah, I mean, what's next? Is Fairly Odd Parents going to have a baby fairy character?
That's what I always noticed in Build-A-Bear commercials. They just stop doing teddy bears and they just do characters from movies. Like they did Pokemon, for fuck's sakes. You can get a simple Pokemon plushie at Toys R Us. Why do you want to go to Build-A-Bear?
I thought it was called Build-A-Bear, not Build Anything.
Right.
You know, if I wanted to build anything, I would just get out some Legos and just build anything that I wanted.
Build a bomb, Darren.
Or maybe build a wall.
Yeah, that's how Jump will build his wall.
Do you want to build a wall?
Frozen Trump edition.
Oh. Yeah, I think there was actually someone who got a bunch of Trump clips and made it look like he was singing "Do you want to build a wall?"
Oh, is it like the same people who did it for Obama singing?
I don't think so.
You gotta be like watching every single speech for like, and they would like take an hour, and you have to like nitpick every single word. Like, who would take the time to do that? Like, thank you. Like, no one else would do that.
I would just like get help from someone, because I'm not gonna sit through a bunch of Trump speeches.
Yeah. Get those lights off. All of that. Are there any other upcoming movies? Are you into Fast and Furious?
No.
I used to be, because if you look at them now than before, they've gone from street racing to fucking Mission Impossible. And I just don't like that anymore. So I gave up on Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I mean, the only Mission Impossible movie I saw was like the fourth one, and that was in the theaters. Looking back, I kind of wish I saw Beauty and the Beast in 3D instead. Like, I mean, it'd be a whole lot more interesting than like an entire live-action remake with Hermione.
Like, first Beauty and the Beast, and now they're going to make Mulan live-action.
I mean, at least with Jungle Book, they made it seem like they were giving us a reason on why that movie was being remade.
Yeah, and I thought they did a good job. Like Jon Favreau, who directed it, did a good job recreating it. But no, I don't think making a live-action Lion King, like, you wouldn't even call it live-action because there's no human being.
Why can't you just make a CG remake?
Yeah. As long as
that'd just be a lot.
Are they gonna, like, have the original characters, or...
Yeah, maybe... Or maybe all the characters are just going to be humans, like what you'd like a type of fan art you'd see on DeviantArt, where all the characters are drawn as humans.
So it's just Hamlet. It's basically Hamlet.
Yeah, and then they make and then they decide to make an adaptation of Romeo and Juliet and pass it off as a sequel.
Yeah, I saw that as a kid. I was like, I don't think it was that good.
I've never seen Lion King 2.
But Lion King 3, aka 1.5, that was pretty good. How did we get off topic? What were we talking about again? Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. I've not seen the remake.
I haven't either, but I heard it's good. And some people just want to hate on Emma Watson.
I think people are hating on her because she did this instead of La La Land.
I feel like I feel like Beauty and the Beast is a better role for her than La La Land. I'm not calling her a bad singer, but I think La La Land sucks.
I mean, I haven't seen La La Land, but I bet that if Emma Watson was in it, it would be a little.
Yeah, because in Beauty and the Beast they had to
if the movie. Like, we don't know if the movie would be better with her, since there is not a cut that exists with her in it.
Yeah. And they did have to auto-tune her voice a little bit while she sang in Beauty and the Beast. So I don't know about La La Land and all that, so... Shall we talk about video games now? Sorry?
The Switch has been out for a while.
Are you planning to get a Nintendo Switch?
That's what I'm asking for to be my big birthday gift this year. That and maybe a copy of Bomberman R so that I can do some multiplayer games.
I think that's a good idea because you'll get more games for the Switch later on.
Yeah, and by Christmas I'll be able to play Mario Odyssey, which looks really good, by the way. It's like this decade's version of Mario Galaxy.
You think most Mario games look almost the same, like same platform, same thing, like Save the Princess and whatnot, or they do like different things?
Well, in terms of the new Super Mario Bros. Games, they're all the same. I mean, like the original one for the DS was pretty good as a return to form for Mario, and then they didn't do anything different for the rest of the new Super Mario Bros. Series, and people got sick of it.
I mean, I can understand if it's like the same plot over and over, just better graphics each time.
Yeah, like Call of Duty.
Yeah, true.
No offense to any Call of Duty players. I'm looking at you, Christos.
Yeah, fuck you, Christos. Just kidding, man. Just kidding.
Black Ops 3 is okay. I played Black Ops 3 at his house. It was I had fun.
Yeah, there are some shooter games I like, and not all of the shooter games from like one series. So I would say I like one Call of Duty game out of the whole franchise, and one Battlefield game out of that franchise, and so on and so on, because they would be the same. But one thing they would do different is like, for Call of Duty they would do World War II, and then they would do like something high-tech space Halo ripoff and stuff, and then Battlefield would do stuff like that. And I know Modern Warfare 2, they did like terrorists and stuff, so they do some little things, but then like, I heard recently Call of Duty is going back to its original roots, so it's like no longer Halo, Destiny ripoffs, which is a good thing.
So does that mean there's going to be a COD 1 remake?
I know,
as in a remake of the original Call of Duty ever.
Oh, I wish. Around when Infinite Warfare came out, they remade Modern Warfare 1. Are you a fan of Mass Effect?
No, but I should be.
Yes. It's a good story and good space adventure. Like, if you're into space stuff, you'll like it. And if you like sex, too, you'll like the game. If you like to fuck aliens.
Well, is the alien hot?
It depends how you see it. You'll have to look them up. Pick your favorite. Because the recent Mass Effect game, it's so broken. Like, the face expressions are like terrible and bland. Like, oh, they're just hilariously bad.
I guess that's why they didn't call it Mass Effect 4.
Like, you can still play it, and it's fun. It's just hilariously bad when it comes to, like, graphics and dialogue and glitches and... Ugh. But you wouldn't call it terrible, it's just average, in my opinion. Not the worst thing to ever happen, it's not like spoiling the franchise or anything.
And this is why I stick with more consistent franchises like Kirby.
You gotta have the Kirby. Kirby can suck. No, not like suck mean bad. It's just like when his power sucking.
But seriously, Kirby Planet Robobot is one of the best games in 2016. It should have made it on more people's lists.
What makes it good?
Well, you get to go around in a robot mech, and it has... And after you beat the game, it brings back the mode where you can play the entire game again as Meta Knight.
Oh, wow. Oh, I would want to try that.
Well, then why don't you buy it while 3DS games are still being sold?
Oh, 3DS? Oh yeah, I'll definitely buy it. I thought it would be like Nintendo Wii U or something, so I was like, oh, I won't be able to play it.
Well, Kirby's roots have always been as handheld games, considering he started as a handheld series.
Oh, so... Wait, wasn't there like Kirby's Epic Yarn?
Yeah, that was...
that was like Wii... Was that a handheld game too?
No, that was a Wii game exclusively. Same thing for Return to Dreamland.
Because I played Epic Yarn, and that was pretty fun. Did you hear there's going to be another South Park video game?
Yes.
South Park, The Fractured But Whole. Like, damn, the Stick of Truth game was... Wow, that was really good.
I might actually wait on getting a South Park game until I watch the show.
Like, you've seen South Park episodes?
What?
You've seen South Park episodes?
Yeah, there was one time where I was grade field trip to Washington, D.C., and the teacher that was in the hotel room with me, Ben, and two other guys let us watch some Comedy Central.
Good thing.
So yeah, that's my official first exposure to South Park. Other than that, my family owns the Christmas album, the Mr. Hanky Christmas album.
They do?
And,
oh yeah, my gosh.
Yeah, so the soundtrack was my childhood. And yeah, I need to watch the Mr. Hanky Christmas special for that reason alone.
Howdy ho!
I mean, the soundtracks was my childhood.
So your parents seen South Park before?
No, they don't like South Park. They just like the album.
Well then, even if people don't like South Park, they find something good about it. There's gonna be a Lego World game for the Nintendo Switch.
So it's a Dimensions port?
I believe so. I didn't research much about it. I think it's gonna be like Legos, like the original Lego Worlds. I don't know if they'll do like dimensions and stuff.
Well, I know that there's been a Lego City Undercover port for the Switch, and that started out as a Wii U exclusive.
So I guess that's gonna be like the Nintendo Switch version, like that.
There was also a PlayStation 4 port of Lego City Undercover.
Oh yeah, I've seen that around. It's weird having those kind of standalone Lego games.
Protagonist not appear in the Lego movie whatsoever.
It could have for a little cameo.
Would put him in, maybe to have a battle against Bad Cop. And maybe he defeats Bad Cop the way that Darth Maul defeats Qui-Gon Jinn in The Phantom Menace. Because both Bad Cop and Qui-Gon are voiced by Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah, I always forget that.
And then he convinces Bad Cop to become Good Cop. That would have been that would have been an interesting way. But I actually like how they made him Good Cop in the film. The actual way they did it in the film.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And I don't think they're gonna have Chase appear in the Lego Ninjago movie.
Ninjago.
The CG series was okay.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. That was alright.
It was pretty harmless.
Yeah.
Well, you have to admit the movie looks way better, considering that it's just going to be a full-on reboot.
Yeah, like the budget is good, so it makes it look pretty decent. And I got a few laughs from the trailer because it makes good jokes.
I mean, the show did get some popularity. I mean, it aired on Cartoon Network and everything.
Yeah, it lasted a long time.
Yeah, it was supposed to be canceled after its second season, but was popular enough that it got renewed for a third season.
And how did Teen Titans Go still last?
Because kids will watch anything.
Yeah.
Well, at least Johnny Test got canceled.
Good thing. I feel like...
considering that Teen Titans Go actually started out as a Cartoon Network show.
Right.
Because, Johnny Test started on Kids WB in 2005, and then it got moved to Cartoon Network at around 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and before it was moved to Cartoon Network, it was supposed to end at season 3.
Oh.
At least it did end in 2014 eventually.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, nobody wants to see any more children using science labs and dangerous equipment and stuff.
However, will they find equipment? I don't know.
Has an idea like that. Let's just hope that next person that has some sort of idea like that is thinking about having a interesting idea for a Jimmy Neutron reboot. Other than that, no more ideas like that.
Ooh. Oh, I heard. I don't know if it's just a hoax, but I heard Invader Sim will come back on
Really?
TV. On TV, yeah.
Yeah, I recently started reading the comic series. I bought the first issue and read it.
Yeah, that was
Maybe.
like the creator's way of bringing back the show, just in comic book form.
Yeah, that's actually a smart idea. It also worked with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah.
Because apparently there were some Last Airbender comics that wrapped up any loose ends.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that it would have exactly worked to wrap up any loose ends and in a new episode, considering that people were happy with the way the last episode was.
Same here. I thought it was a good way to end it.
Because Channel Chasers is still the best Fairly Odd Parents episode ever.
Oh my gosh, that was a really good episode. They go through different cartoons and stuff.
Yeah. Apparently there was a deleted scene in which Timmy Turner was singing about how great it would be if he just lived in the TV world. You can find the deleted scene on Butch Hartman's YouTube channel. It's actually a really good song.
I'll check that out soon. But I feel like Nickelodeon is the most... What's the word? Like, you prefer Cartoon Network over Nickelodeon, duh.
I just prefer to just buy something on home video and just watch it that way.
Yeah.
That way I can marathon something and I get all the bonus features.
But Nickelodeon has been the most disappointing when it comes to like new shows and cartoons.
Well, they better not lose Butch Hartman, considering that seems to be one thing that's keeping their network alive.
What does he do?
He's the creator of Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, Tough Puppy, and Bunsen's a Beast.
If he creates something new, then that might be something to keep Nickelodeon alive.
Yeah, because this year he created Bunsen,
and it's still a pretty new show.
I need to check that out. The only thing I watched new was The Loud House.
Yeah, I watched maybe an episode of Loud House.
It was actually good for a cartoon. Then I feel like, okay, that's gonna be like, have that and cancel SpongeBob forever.
Well, I mean, it seems that SpongeBob is trying to leave its dark age with the 10th season, because apparently there was a adult joke in which Mr. Krabs was washing his boat. I might have sent the clip through Discord.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Because it seems that they're trying to get some more funny jokes and maybe and it seems that with Steven Hillenburg returning to the series, it seems that they're actually trying to make the series better than it was within like Truth or Square.
I agree.
Yeah, and yesterday I watched Pie Guy Rules' SpongeBob Movie 2 review, and he liked it better than the first one.
Yeah, I was kind of like, what are you doing, Pie Guy? So, like, here's my thing with Pie Guy. I think he's a good YouTuber. He's good at reviewing stuff. But I guess when it comes to, like, the first SpongeBob movie and SpongeBob 2, he kind of overthinks things a little too much.
He's to be fair, he's not trying to let nostalgia take over his review or be biased about it.
Right. And
yeah. I mean, if you want to get your fix on SpongeBob reviews, you could just always watch Avis reviews.
I could, yeah.
I think. Have you watched Avis reviews yet?
Not yet.
He's that one cartoon reviewer who put Pinhead Patrick as his avatar.
Okay, I'll look him up soon. But back to Pie Guy, like I said, he's a good YouTuber. I think what he's doing is good. I just think like one flaw is he just overthinks things a little too much. It's like, why, like in the movies he reviewed, like, why can't the original characters be that? Why can't he do this instead? Why can't he pay homage to this and this and that? It's like, why? And then like that SpongeBob 2 movie about the storybook, like, oh, why can't it have backstory? Why not have backstory about the pirates? Like, dude, it's a SpongeBob movie. Nothing makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a movie that ties in with a TV show.
Yeah.
It's bound to have flaws.
Yeah. So like, anyways, unlike his reviews, I do get him. I am on his side on some topics he say. So I'm like 90% agree with him, and the 10%'s like, dude, it's just a movie.
Pie Guy actually tries with his videos, and he definitely tries to do his best.
And he succeeds.
Yeah. I mean, of course people are going to disagree with him. I still don't like Squid on Strike. However, I've given other episodes another watch, like Club SpongeBob and Sponge Who Could Fly. With Club SpongeBob, I definitely had a more positive experience watching it recently. And also with Sponge Who Could Fly, the townsfolk don't really ruin the episode because they seem to be seen as the villains in a way.
I feel like yeah.
Yeah, just wait till we do some sort of SpongeBob retrospective of our own.
I was gonna say that I feel like we should have our own episode about SpongeBob because we're both huge fans.
Yeah.
Because you guys wouldn't know, but we always talk about SpongeBob 24/7, not just for like saying the memorable lines, but just talking about recent stuff about it and all that.
Yeah, and plus some of the episodes past season 3 have memorable lines too.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, like in Roller Cowards, where they think the old man was injured on the ride, but then it's like, why won't you let me go on the ride? Sorry, you have too many medical issues. But it's my birthday.
Yeah. And let's not forget Squidward being handsome.
Yeah.
Whether it's a good episode or not.
So that spawned memes. Yeah, Ava's review should have made that his profile picture.
Have you seen Rick and Morty yet?
Not yet.
Oh, you should, because season 3 is out. I seriously think you'll like the show.
Well, can you just tell me where I can find season 1?
Well, do you have Netflix?
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I've been able to watch F is for Family on Netflix.
Well, give that a break and watch Rick and Morty.
well, there are only 6 episodes of the first season of F is for Family, so I can watch Rick and Morty. Right now, I'm trying to focus on watching shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is something I need to watch more, honestly.
Yeah. I've just seen a handful of Avatar.
Just owns the Last Airbender movie.
Why?
I actually saw that he had a copy of it when I went to his house.
Does he like it?
I don't know. He probably doesn't like it, but that's
he might have
just what I'm thinking.
He might have bought it thinking it'll be good and then got disappointed.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of my experience with Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Yeah, by the way, Suicide Squad sucks.
I feel like it's a little, like, just a tiny bit better than Batman v Superman.
I don't care. They're both kind of bad. Considering they're just trying to... the reason why I say that they're bad is that it's obvious that they're trying to cash in on the whole superhero craze without exactly knowing how a superhero movie is good. I mean, like with Will Smith's character in Suicide Squad, his subplot about his daughter is just a ripoff of Ant-Man's subplot about Ant-Man's daughter.
Oh wow, I never thought of it that way now that you said it.
Bad guy in Suicide Squad doesn't have as awesome of a name as Darren the Yellow Jacket. You cannot have an awesome bad guy named like Darren.
That's you.
It was me named Darren in the first place. I just shaved my head and used an aging ray to make myself older and more evil looking.
And for me, I just look like a young version of Vsauce.
Yeah, you actually do.
I should grow facial hair more and shave my head.
Yeah, going for a buzz cut look.
Yeah. But back to Rick and Morty. What's the first episode of season 3? Rick talked about this 1998 McDonald's promoted the movie Mulan, and the way they did that is they have this sauce called Mulan teriyaki sauce, and it's supposed to be really good, but they took it off like right after Mulan was off in cinema. So Rick was saying like, I want the Mulan sauce back, and I don't care if it was like 9 seasons of Rick and Morty, I want the Mulan sauce. So then there's like a huge petition to bring back the McDonald's Mulan sauce, in which McDonald's actually responded back saying, okay, we're working on it.
Maybe they're gonna bring back the Mulan sauce when the live-action remake of Mulan comes out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, wow, perfect timing. So when's like Mulan coming out, like next year? something?
I don't know.
Maybe this year or the next.
Yeah, but as Emperor Kuz said, don't know, don't care. How's that? You know what? They need to make a live-action remake of Emperor's New Groove next. I want to see
oh my gosh! Yes,
that
yes,
movie was,
yes, yes.
That's like one of my favorite video games of all time.
Mm.
Yeah, I have a PlayStation 1 copy of it and everything, and I sometimes like to speedrun the game. Like, that has to be one of the most underrated Disney games. But then again,
I heard Aladdin is too.
Yeah, I mean, like, Emperor's New Groove is a pretty underrated film.
It is. It is really good.
Yeah, it was developed by Argonaut, who developed the original Star Fox and Croc 1 and 2.
Pull the lever, Conk.
Star Fox developers, and who also created something that was originally going to be a Yoshi game, but Nintendo denied it, so they just turned it into something else.
Mm. We're almost close to ending the podcast. We're almost out of time.
Time flies.
It does, yeah. Anything else to say?
Well, I am working on recording footage for a Super Mario Land commentary. If we're going to start commentating on video games, we might as well start with Mario, because that's easy for me to do right now, and I want to celebrate Mario Odyssey coming out.
In question, would that be uploaded on Faded or your own channel?
It'd be uploaded on Faded, because it was made for Faded.
It was made for Faded only.
Yeah. I'm going to try to record the footage this weekend.
Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Faded. I hope you'll have a good day, and we'll see you next time.
Bring back Mulan sauce.